This is John. John is enrolled at Iowa State for the next semester and is working two jobs. Our goal is to help him create the optimal schedule so he can make the most money and get all of his classes in. The constraints of this project are as follows. John is free to work or go to class Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. He's also required to take at least 12 credits. Every credit that he takes costs him $3. His Tuesday and Thursday classes are the same.
John works two jobs. His first job at daycare has constraints of working at least 7 hours, but no more than 15 hours per week, and cannot work on Wednesdays. He makes $12 an hour and makes an additional $2 per hour per week for every credit he takes over 12. For his second job as a waiter at Perkins, John has constraints of working at least 9 hours per week. He makes $10 per hour and makes an additional $4 per hour per week for every credit he takes over 14. And now Alex will talk about the MATLAB code we produced.
To find our optimal solution, we create a linear model in MATLAB. When defining our variables, the variables that dealt with jobs are x's, the y variables are class hours, and the z variables are his amount of reimbursement hours. The variables that start with x1 refer to his daycare job, and the ones that start with x2 refer to his job at Perkins. The number following the 1 or 2 refers to the day of the week, such as 1 is Monday, 2 is Tuesday, and so on. The equation we are maximizing was created by taking the hourly rate of each job and multiplying it by the total hours that week. Then we subtracted his total credit hours by the cost of each hour, and lastly adding the total tuition reimbursement. Constraint 1 refers to John having to work a minimum of 7 hours at the daycare job. Constraint 2 refers to working a minimum of 9 hours at Perkins. Constraint 3 refers to John having to take a minimum of 12 credits. Constraint 4 through 8 refer to John only being open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. for a total of 10 hours a day. Constraint 11 and 12 are checking to see if John qualifies for tuition reimbursement at each job. Constraint 13 through 16 are limiting John to 4 credit hours of class each day. Constraint 17 limits the daycare job to 15 hours a week. And lastly, constraint 18 is saying that the credit hours for Tuesday and Thursday need to be the same. For the code output, it gives John's total amount of money made in a week as the zeta value. And it also gives the activity, which is the total number of hours worked or class hours taken each day, shown over here.
As you can see in our results, John should work his daycare job Monday and Tuesday for 6 hours and Thursday for 3 hours. He should work his Perkins job Wednesday for 8 hours, Thursday for 3, and Friday for 10. And for his classes, he needs to go to class Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for 4 hours, and Wednesday for 2 hours, for a total of 14 credit hours a week. Each week, John can expect to make $180 at his daycare job and $210 at his job with Perkins. By taking 14 credit hours, John will pay $42. His daycare job will then reimburse him $4 for tuition, and Perkins will reimburse him $0 because he did not take more than 14 credits. In total, John will make $352 per week if he follows this optimized schedule we have developed for him.